Okay, hi everybody. I'm really excited for this video today. It's a topic I really care a lot about, and I feel like I have a lot of just personal experience with it. So I'm gonna be, as you can tell, talking about the scale and why weighing yourself may or may not be a good idea. So I'll just start off by saying, like, I've been using a scale for years, and someone brought a scale to my house this year, and so it was so easy. It was like literally in the living room to step on and just check my weight. It was so fast, and it's really quantifiable. Like, it's a number, so you can kind of track that. However, I think there are some considerations, like this, it's just a number, and there's so many other factors that go into your weight that it's not always, I think, the best way. So the first thing, I'll try to give you like my opinion and also like some scientific facts behind it. And the first thing is that muscle weighs more than fat. That is like scientifically proven. It is true. And so even though like your weight could be going up, even though your body composition is changing and you're actually like getting like smaller or leaner or whatever it is, but your weight can be going up on the scale. And so like for me personally, I find when I'm teaching classes, I don't share my weight or anything like that, because I find, or especially on Instagram too, I won't put that with a picture, because I think it's so easy to automatically, like if you see somebody else, like this person you follow or you think is like really fit or something, and they post their weight, like I automatically compare myself to them, even if they're like a different height, or like there's so many other factors, I need to still compare myself to them. But with that, I think I'm a good example of like muscle weighing more than fat. So I'm 5'5" and I weigh, like, give or take, like 147, 148 pounds. And my weight's been pretty consistent for the past like year and a half. And I think like I've done the measurements at the gym of like your body fat percentage and stuff like that. And I'm all like completely within healthy ranges, but it shows up as like on the higher end of the BMI scale, which is the body mass index. And again, like these are all fancy measurements, but just a way of saying, like, I think when you meet me, and when I've told people like, oh yeah, this is how much I weigh, like I don't really care, they're like, really? Like they don't expect that, because I think just images can be so deceiving, right? So muscle weighs more than fat, so that is one important consideration. And then the second thing is day-to-day fluctuations are normal. So the time of day you weigh yourself, or how much water you've had that day, what you ate, like stress, those can all impact how much you weigh. So if, like, let's say if you try to weigh yourself every day and you're going up or down a pound, like that's something you should not be getting stressed about, because that is normal. Your body's like always working, your metabolism's going. So definitely not, like if I get on the scale in the morning, I always weigh, I'm like, oh my God, I lost like 3 pounds since last night. Not true. It's just like because I haven't eaten in a while or whatever. So given that, there's a lot of factors that go into weighing yourself. How can you like track your progress? And for some people, you know, if you're tracking it over time, like months and months or years and years, to see like an average trend, or like, is my weight staying consistent or whatever, that's, I think, fine. But on a day-to-day basis, like there's so many better ways, in my opinion, that you can see what you're doing and how your body's performing. So have other methods to track your progress. I think, I'm just looking at my notes. One great way, if you want to, like in terms of like physical changes, pictures can be a great way. And not like pictures every day or every week, like no. Like if you look at a picture from like a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, you can see a difference in how your body composition is changing. But if you compare too often, you won't be able to notice the differences. And like for me, I did that for a while, and that was really demoralizing. So pictures are one thing, but again, take that with a grain of salt. And then in terms of tracking progress, track your workouts themselves, track your strength, and track your endurance. So if you keep records of like different challenges, like for example, a plank challenge, like how long can you hold a plank for properly before like you can't do it anymore, and then compare. Like I know when I first started exercising, I could barely hold a plank for a minute, and that was after I finished like competitive dance. Like I was already really active and pretty strong, and now I can I can hold for a minute, no problem, right? So like my core's getting stronger, even though like, for example, I still don't have a six pack. Another example is like, how far can you run in 10 minutes? Like, what's the max speed you put on that treadmill? How many push-ups can you do? Like, how many squats can you do? Like, those are tangible metrics that really speak to your strength or your endurance. And I think that's a sense of pride. Like, that shows like you've been showing up, you've been working hard, and you are getting better. Okay, next thing, so celebrate progress, not perfection. So there's gonna be some days and weeks when like you feel awesome, you feel on top of the world, and there's probably gonna be other times that you fall off track, or you on vacation, or like whatever else. So give yourself some grace. One slip up or one treat is not gonna like ruin progress or anything. The world's not falling apart. It's an important part of life to, you know what I mean? If you fall down, get back up, keep going. If you skip a workout for a day, don't let that mean you skip for the next week, right? So just every day, a little bit of progress, and you're gonna get there. And then the last thing that I think is really important is to remember to treat yourself, you know, like enjoy life. If you're going to a birthday party, eat the birthday cake. Like if you're celebrating something, go in and celebrate. And try not to beat yourself up about that, because that's part of life and that's part of balance. And you know, when you give yourself those little treats, then it's easier to get back on track the next day. And I like to say aim for, you know, like 80% you're eating clean, you're exercising, you're, you know, really taking care of your health, and 20% is like, that's the other stuff. That's life. That's just, you know, some of the fun stuff that you do. So anyways, with that, I think weight is not at all a goal to strive for. The things you should be striving for are internal. They're about how do you feel, like when you put on that outfit, when you look in the mirror, like when you talk to yourself, are you saying nice things about yourself? Because that really is the goal of exercise and fitness, is being kind to yourself and feeling really good in your own skin. So let me know your thoughts. If you use a scale, I'd love to hear it. And yeah, see you later.